Hi everyone, my name is Rodel and I am the creator of yuniql. In this video, I would like to show you how you can use yuniql to perform fast and repeatable database deployment, at the same time tracking the version history of your database schema. yuniql is a tool that is free and open source, and you can check it out in GitHub. Um, to be more specific for this demo, I would like to show you how um, you can foresee the evolution of your database. This diagram shows that in the beginning you have a baseline version 0.0 of your database, where you initially have regions, countries, and tables. And over time, you found that you need two more tables, such as jobs and departments. And again, over time, you found that you need more tables, such as employees and dependents. I would like to show you how you can recreate this database over and over again for development and test purpose, and at the same time for maintaining history of the evolution of your database. In this particular example, yes, I already have a sample that is made available. So this is for MySql. Let's go and use VS Code to show you how it looks. yuniql is not a sophisticated tool per se. It just relies on your organizations of your SQL files in various reserved directories. I can explain in another video what those directories pertains for, but for the sake of time here, I'm showing you what is version 0.0. This is your baseline. This is the very first version of your database, and in this case we have regions, countries, and locations. At the same time, when you have tables such as those, which actually are lookup or master data, you might want to seed your database with initial data, so such as the regions available or the countries. Over time, I'm also going to show you what is version 0.1, where we have jobs and departments. This is particularly different because this time I'm going to show you how you can use CSV files to bulk load those, because sometimes writing those insert script can be tedious. So it could be better to just use a CSV file, and yuniql could pick that up and load into your tables. Version 2 is just the same as version 1, where we have the tables or your DDL scripts. Let's now try to see how it looks. So now you have a workspace that is ready for you. You have the scripts organized. In the beginning, you don't have v01 and v02. You only have v0.0 because that's where your very first baseline. Let's try to see how it works. In this demo, I'm going to use Docker. So I'm going to try to deploy one instance of MySql, and we're just going to use this for demonstration purpose. Let's see if my container has been deployed. Maybe let me try to expand it a little bit. Yes, it takes some time, so I think let's just hold for a while. And then one of the requirements for yuniql to work is an environment variable. You can pass this as a parameter, but sometimes it's easier to set as environment variable. So we have here yuniql connection string, which actually refers to our instance there with the password, and we have a default database as hello yuniql, but it could be anything. Yeah. So let's try to set that as an environment variable. And this time I think we are ready. So we are on our workspace, and yuniql should be able to go through here. So let's try to run this. Okay, so it says that yuniql is not yet installed, and that is expected because I have not installed it yet. So I also would like to show you. So let's try to install it using Chocolate. So Chocolate is a package manager for Windows. And meanwhile, while we wait, I can also show you that in the website there are various distribution channels. You can install it using Choco, or for Linux you can install it this way. And you can install it as a .NET Global tool, or use PowerShell and map that to the path environment variable, or just download directly the exe file. So there are various distribution channels. For simplicity's sake, we're using Choco here. Yep. Okay, it looks like now we have yuniql installed and it's the right version. Let's try to make a second attempt. So this time we're sharing yuniql, hey, run under this workspace, auto create the database if it doesn't exist. Target only up to the maximum of version 0.0. Use MySQL language and print some debug information. So let's hope that our container is already running. Looks like it is. Okay, so there's a rich information here, and I'd like to show you that for this demonstration that there is sufficient diagnostics to find what's going on. Now let's try to actually find what happened there. So this time we're going to use yuniql list. Again, platform is MySQL, and print some debug information. Okay, so we've got here the first version 0.0 applied today using this version, and how long did it took. Let's try to take a look how it looks out there. So this time I'm also going to use again Visual Studio Code. I have MySQL tools installed here, and let's try to connect on MySQL. So that is MySQL. Okay, so this is testdb for instance, and let's see our password there. Is this one here. Database is hello yuniql. Password. Say. That's actually root. Okay. Yeah. Okay, connected. Yes. So now we are logged in. Okay. Oh, sorry, it's actually this one here. Let me just try to just remove that. It's confusing us. Okay, so we are here, and you can see we have the countries, locations, and tables. Let's try to make a sample query out of this. So here, let's try to see how the tables are looking. Yeah, so we have the countries, locations, and regions, and that's nice. So we have let's try to look at the locations here, and we have the data as well loaded from both the CSV and your seed script. In another demo, I would like now to show you how you can run all the migration all the way to the latest version or the latest available version. So let's try to do that. This time I'm not going to pass a specific version number. Earlier you have seen that I have used -t to pass a specific version or target version. This time I'm going to say, okay, find the latest available locally and run all the way through the latest one. This time we expect. So let's try to list it again, see what happened there. So now you can see we have the version 01 and version 02 successfully applied to our MySQL database. This time let's try to take a look again at our tables here. Yeah, so you can see now we have the jobs and we have the departments as well as the employees and the dependents. And of course, if you look at the departments as well, which was loaded using CSV, so we've got the data as well loaded into our tables. So but then maybe over time you say, okay, I'm just using this for test purpose, and now I have transaction data to my database. I want to reset it, right? I want to do it again. And yuniql offered this erase command, and although of course, so let's try it. So this time say, hey yuniql, run all the erase scripts, forced it, and clean the database. There's really nothing extraordinary here. It just says this time I'm gonna make a safe execution of erase. which basically picks up all your prepared script at the erase directory. Let's try to take a look again at our database, see what happened. So here we're listing down again all the tables available, and boom, it's empty again. So if you refresh this, it's empty again. Let's try to recreate again. So this time I'm not specifying any specific version again. I'm just saying re-execute, redeploy my database all the way to the latest version on this particular instance of MySql. It may take a while if you have a long history. Let's make a list again. And we have all the tables redeployed. This time let's take a look again if we have the tables available. Yes, and it's back there again. And let's take a look. Ooh, yeah. If the data is also back. Yes. Yeah, I hope that you will find value in using yuniql for this particular purpose. I think it's a particularly helpful tool for development and testing at the same time as well for your database DevOps activity. With that in mind, please visit our GitHub repository. Just find yuniql on GitHub, and appreciate if you could give it a star or contribute and send some feedback. So issues are always welcome, because this is the only way we can make the tool better. If you want to install yuniql, just go to yuniql.io. Out there you can see a couple of documentations. I'm still working on more documentations and instructional videos, but I think for installation, if you find that you don't have Choco, then you could use other alternative means, such as the .NET Global tool, or use PowerShell, or just download the yuniql, because yuniql does not require any dependency. It does not require any JVM or .NET Core runtime, just an exe file, and that's what's I believe what's cool about it. All right, I think that's it, and yes, follow us and get out. Good day.